Welcome to this new video. This time I want to talk about malware analysis, and in this case we're going to use an online service called AppAny.run. And what that is basically a sandbox service, right? And if you don't know what a sandbox is when it comes to security, a sandbox is a machine and an environment where you're going to run and observe and analyze code or files. You're going to run files, or you're going to use that box to analyze the outcome of that file or what's happening in the system once you execute that file. Now, you want the sandbox to be similar to your production environment. For obvious reasons, you would like to see what's going to happen in there if that file were to be executed in your production environment. And you would like to have that sandbox obviously isolated completely from the rest of your network. Because if you have a malicious file, you don't want that file to find its way, or that code to find its way into your production network. So once you go to you can go to the URL app.anyrun.com. Is an online service, and as you can imagine, they do offer a free version, which is what I'm going to show you right now, and they have a commercial version. And the difference between free and commercial is that with the free version, you're only going to be able to use a Windows 7 32-bit sandbox, and if the commercial version is going to be the other Windows operating system and the 64-bit architecture as well. So it's super simple. So I'm going to show you a couple of things right here. I'm going to click on new task. You have to go there, do the registration. The registration is simple. Once you register, you log in and you go to a new task, and then you upload the file. As you can see, these options, the Windows 8, 10, and 11 are grayed out because that is the paid subscription. So once you upload whatever file you want to analyze, and let me just be clear here, if you're receiving an attachment and you believe that that attachment, whatever that is, a Word document, a PDF, anything, and you believe that that is suspicious and you would like to analyze it, you can use this service. However, you have to be careful the way you download that attachment. Make sure you don't double click on it or you don't execute the code. So for that, you may want to do that in a sandbox as well before you upload it to this service. And the other thing that I'm going to mention, though, make sure that whatever information you're going to be uploading to the services is not going to violate the privacy policies. If you're doing this for an organization, it's not going to violate any privacy policies or any compliance policies that you have to follow. So just keep that in mind. You are going to be uploading this to the ether, and who knows where this is going to end up. Okay, so once you upload the file, you click on Run Public Task, and as you could see, it's a public task. It's going to be available for other people to see. And once you do, the system is going to show you all the processes and threads that are going to be executed once that file runs, right? So let me double click here. As you could see, that is a zip file. I'm going to double click on it. I'm going to type in the password. This is a file that I downloaded from a website that contains malware for analysis. So I know that this file is infected. So as you could see, like, the system is going to show you, this is one of the great things about this service. It is going to show you the processes that are being executed in the background, and it's going to show you information about the processes. It's going to make your life easier when it comes to analysis, malware analysis, and file analysis. So as you could see here, it's doing its magic. And if you come down to this section in the first process, WinRAR, it's going to give you a description of WinRAR. It's going to show you the name of the file, and it's going to say, you know what, there's something weird here. It drops the executable file immediately after it starts. You can click here, and then it's going to show you the hash of the file. It's going to show you the different hashes of the file that was wrapped after you open that file, after the original file was executed. And as you could see, it's going to show you the MD5 SHA-1 and SHA-256, but it is not telling you if that is malicious at this moment, right? Let's see, it is 100 out of 100. Actually, it is it is malicious. It's telling you right here that this is a malicious file. But the cool thing, again, if I go back to this section, is that it's going to show you the hashes, and even if you didn't see that it was malicious, you can come here and get the hashes. I usually use the hash 256, right? And you can go to VirusTotal, for instance, or you could go to Talos or anything else. And you can go to the search and you type in the hash number that you copied from the other screen. You do a search for that. And that's going to show you whether that file that was extracted on that system has been flagged as malware by different anti-malware solutions. And as you could see, most of them have detected it as malware. So as you can see, you are running this analysis in a safe and secure environment without worrying that this is a Trojan that is going to spread into your network. The other useful things about this service, again, I'm not getting paid to create a promotional video for this company, for this service. It's just that it's one of the many tools that I use for free, and I figure that it may be useful to you. But one of the great things about it is that you can click on the processes and you can click on ChatGPT, and they're just going to give you a description of what it's doing of the report, so which is pretty cool, I think. You know, that way if you have to do a reporting for your security and control center, an analysis, or you need to provide a report of what happened, you could do it right from here, and maybe not copy everything that ChatGPT is going to tell you, but you know, at least use it as a reference. The other thing that it's going to show you, and again, this is super useful because like the detections that it finds right here are going to be mapped to the MITRE framework. So if you can see here, it is going to show you what those executables did and how it maps to MITRE for documentation and analysis, and it's going to show you right here the process names and all that. So it is pretty cool. And the other thing that I want to show you that is something that you can use if you want, you can export that information and you can get the samples if you want to download the malware. I mean, like, again, do this in a sandbox environment. And if you have the paid subscription, you're going to have other options that you're going to be able to interact with the OS. You're going to be able to restart and do a whole bunch of things. So I just wanted to present this to you in case you didn't know of this service and in case you wonder how to safely analyze files and see if their files are malicious or not. So this service has two functions. Number one is a sandbox environment where you could upload your files for analysis, and number two, it is gonna tell you if these files are malicious or not. And again, the last thing that I'm gonna say about these things: do not only rely on one service, especially if you're using a community version or if you're using a free version. You have to run this also on another environment. Now, in this case, I wouldn't bother running this on another sandbox because it is a malicious file, and I was able to verify that through VirusTotal by searching the hash. But if I have a suspicious file and I run it through here and it comes out clean, I'm going to use another service because you always want to verify. And again, especially when you're using free products like this. If there's a paid subscription, that's another story. Anyway, I hope this video was useful to you. All I ask for you is to click on the like button, subscribe to my channel so you can get notified of the other cool videos I'm going to be created. And I hope you have an amazing rest of the day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.